The Kim family, father Kai Teek, mother Chung Suk, daughter Kai Young, and son Kai Woo, live in a small semi-basement apartment, have low-paying temporary jobs as pizza box folders, and struggle to make ends meet. University student Min Hyuk, a friend of Kai Woo's, gives the family a scholar's rock meant to promise wealth. Leaving to study abroad, and knowing his friend needs the income, he suggests that Kai Woo pose as a university student to take over his job as an English tutor for the daughter of the wealthy Park family, Da Hyuk. Kai Woo, presenting himself as a Yonsei University student, is subsequently hired by the Parks. The Kim family scheme to get each member of the family a job by posing as unrelated and highly qualified workers to become servants of the Parks. Kai Young poses as Jessica and, using Kai Woo as a reference, becomes an art therapist to the Park's young son, Da Song. Kai Young frames Yoon, Mr. Park's chauffeur, for having sex in the car, then recommends Kai Teek to replace him. Finally, Chung Suk takes over as the Park's housekeeper after the Kims exploit the peach allergy of the longtime housekeeper, Moon Gwang, to convince Mrs. Park that she has tuberculosis. Kai Woo begins a secret romantic relationship with Da Hyuk. When the Parks leave on a camping trip, the Kims revel in the luxuries of their residence before Moon Gwang abruptly appears at the door, telling Chung Suk she has left something in the basement. She enters a hidden entrance to an underground bunker created by the architect and previous homeowner, where Moon Gwang's husband, Jun Se, has been secretly living for over 4 years, hiding from loan sharks. Chung Suk refuses Moon Gwang's pleas to help Jun Se remain in the bunker, but the eavesdropping Kims accidentally reveal themselves. Moon Gwang films them on her phone and threatens to expose their ruse to the Parks. A severe rainstorm brings the Parks home early, and the Kims scramble to clean up the home and subdue Moon Gwang and Jun Se before they return. The Kims trap Jun Se and Moon Gwang in the bunker. Mrs. Park reveals to Chung Suk that Da Song had a seizure-inducing traumatic experience on a previous birthday when he saw a ghost, actually Jun Se, emerging from the basement at night. Before the Kims manage to sneak out of the house, they hear Mr. Park's offhanded comments about Kai Teek's smell. The Kims find their apartment flooded with sewer water and are forced to shelter in a gymnasium with other displaced people. The next day, Mrs. Park hosts a house party for Da Song's birthday with the Kim family's help. Kai Woo enters the bunker with the scholar's rock to find Jun Se. Finding Moon Gwang has died from a concussion she received during the earlier fight, he is attacked by Jun Se, who bludgeons his head with the rock and escapes, leaving Kai Woo lying in a pool of blood in the basement. Seeking to avenge Moon Gwang, Jun Se stabs Kai Young with a kitchen knife in front of the horrified party guests. Da Song suffers another seizure upon seeing Jun Se, and a struggle breaks out until Chung Suk fatally impales Jun Se with a barbecue skewer. While Kai Teek tends to a severely bleeding Kai Young, Mr. Park orders Kai Teek to drive Da Song to the hospital. In the chaos, Kai Teek, upon seeing Mr. Park's disgusted reaction to Jun Se's smell, angrily takes the knife and kills him. Kai Teek then flees the scene, leaving behind the rest of the Kim family. Weeks later, Kai Woo is recovering from brain surgery. He and Chung Suk are convicted of fraud and put on probation. Kai Young has died and Kai Teek, wanted by the police for Mr. Park's murder, cannot be found. Jun Se has been assumed to be an insane homeless man, and neither his nor Kai Teek's motive for the stabbings are known. Kai Woo spies on the Park's home, now sold to a German family unaware of its history, and sees a message in Morse code from a flickering light. Kai Teek, who escaped into the bunker via the garage, has buried Moon Gwang in the backyard, and now raids the kitchen at night, and flickers the light every day, hoping Kai Woo will see it. Still living in their original basement apartment with his mother, Kai Woo writes a letter to Kai Teek, vowing to earn enough money to one day purchase the house and reunite with his father.